Right now, a prisoner swap is sending WNBA star Brittany Griner home for the holidays. Details from the White House and reaction from Griner's wife. Also, another set of classified documents found at a Trump facility. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the weather, where an alert day has been declared for tonight and tomorrow for accumulating snow. Let's head to the Weather Center. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast.
Well, we're going to start immediately with the winter weather advisory, which is going to be encompassing a lot of our viewing area for us. But it's been a bit of an update. Areas just west of Lone Rock. Earlier, we were looking at that to really go into effect around 6 p.m. today. But now we pushed that back. It's going to go in effect at midnight alongside with us here in Dane County, and they're actually going to be looking at a shorter span of that winter weather advisory. It's going to be ending at 3 p.m. on Friday, and for us in Dane County and areas to the north is looking from midnight into 6 p.m. going into our Friday. But getting things started for us as we take a look outside into our afternoon, still rather cloudy, but temperatures at least are tolerable for us. We're looking at temperatures right now 34 degrees, looking to warm up a bit as cloud cover is going to be breaking up as we see sun starting to return for us heading into tonight. We're going to be stabilizing into those lower 30s, setting us up for some accumulating snow, which we're going to be walking through the impacts and the timing in just a few moments. Until then, back to you, Mark.
All right, we'll check back. Thanks, Julian. A 73-year-old man from Beloit is dead after crashing into the Pecatonica River. Lafayette County deputies say it happened sometime overnight Tuesday along Highway 78 outside Blanchardville. They got the call around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon for reports of a damaged guardrail. Officers found Eugene Dinger in the car in the river. The crash is still under investigation. One of the 3 teenagers accused in the summer shooting on the city's southwest side is pleading not guilty. 18-year-old Javante Koger is facing attempted homicide charges as party to a crime. It's in connection with that shooting at the intersection of Leland Drive and Balsam Road in August that left a 22-year-old man injured. 2 other 19-year-olds are charged in the shooting as well. WNBA star Brittany Griner is on a plane on her way back to the U.S. after being detained in Russia for the last 9 months. The Biden administration negotiated a deal to bring Griner home in exchange for a convicted Russian arms dealer being held in the U.S. Deborah Alfarone has more details from the White House.
Sherelle Griner stood by the president this morning as he announced her wife, Brittany Griner, has been released from a Russian prison and is coming home.
Over the last 9 months, you all have been so privy to one of the darkest moments of my life. And so today I'm just standing here overwhelmed with emotions.
Just moments earlier, she and President Biden spoke with Brittany, who was released in the UAE as part of a prisoner swap.
I'm glad to be able to say that Brittany's in good spirits. She's relieved to finally be heading home.
Griner was arrested February 17th at a Moscow airport with less than a gram of cannabis oil and later sentenced to 9 years in prison. In exchange for Griner, the U.S. released Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who is serving a 25-year sentence for conspiring to kill Americans by selling weapons to terrorists. While the celebrations for Griner's release are just beginning, they are tempered by the fact that former Marine Paul Whelan, he was not part of this deal. He remains behind bars in Russia.
This was not a choice of which American to bring home. We brought home Trevor Reed when we had a chance early this year. Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittany's.
Whelan's brother issued a statement expressing joy for Griner's family, but added, how do you continue to survive day after day when you know that your government has failed twice to free you from a foreign prison? I can't imagine he retains any hope that a government will negotiate his freedom at this point.
We'll keep negotiating in good faith for Paul's release. I guarantee that. I say that to the family. I guarantee you.
Whelan has already served nearly 4 years in prison on espionage charges, which the U.S. calls false. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And CBS News learned last Thursday that the Griner for Bout swap was in the offing, but agreed to a White House request to hold the reporting because officials expressed grave concerns about the fragility of the then emerging deal. New and noon, a bill to protect same-sex marriage is headed to President Biden's desk after passing the House. In a 258 to 169 vote, 39 Republicans joined Democrats in favor of the Respect for Marriage Act. While the bill would not set a national requirement that all states must legalize same-sex marriage, it would require individual states to recognize another state's legal marriage. The Justice Department's hunt for classified government documents possibly removed from the White House by Donald Trump is picking up steam. A U.S. official confirmed to CBS News that representatives for the former president alerted the FBI that they recovered 2 items with classified markings at a storage facility in Florida. The officials confirmed the items were inside a sealed box.
The disregard and disdain for legal norms and rules simply cannot be accepted from anyone. No one is above the law.
A spokesperson for the former president says, quote, Trump and his counsel continue to be cooperative and transparent despite the unprecedented and illegal and unwarranted attacks against him. Well, if you have small kids, here's a chance to get your car seats checked today for free. The Dane County Sheriff, Windsor Police, and UW Health are partnering up for the checks. They're happening today from 3:40 to 6 p.m. at the Windsor Police Department. You need to make an appointment first, though, through email at safekids@uwhealth.org or call or text 608-333-6087. 4 out of 5 car seats are not installed or used correctly. There's more to come on News 3 Now and Noon. Why hundreds of New York Times employees are walking off the job today. And for a limited time, McDonald's is offering double cheeseburgers for 50 cents. These stories and more coming up in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Steinhaffel's winter mattress sale. Now's the time to snuggle up with a new Beauty Rest mattress. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $449 and get $200 in Steinhaffel's cash when you upgrade to the new redesigned Beauty Rest Black. More luxurious and comfortable than ever. Get comfy and pay only $49 a month for a Beauty Rest Black Queen mattress with Steinhaffel's 72-month financing. The winter mattress sale, only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under-eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. And what I love about Plexiderm is this is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under-eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. It's a cream, it's a topical, it literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines, like, it's amazing.
You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself, I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
GTW is different from the other personal injury firms because we actually do trials. We have gotten great results for our clients and will continue to do so.
All in to win. Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
Hundreds of journalists and other employees at the New York Times are set to walk off the job today for the first time in more than 40 years. The 24-hour walkout is the result of ongoing contract negotiations over wage increases and remote work policies. Employees are planning to hold a rally this afternoon outside the newspaper's offices near Times Square. Apple has announced plans to encrypt more data that users store on its iCloud servers, including full backups, photos, and notes. Security advocates welcome the move, but law enforcement agencies worry they could run into more issues when it comes to unlocking devices for investigations. In a statement, the FBI says such measures hinder its ability to protect Americans from crimes ranging from cyber attacks to violence against children and terrorism. Today and tomorrow, you could have it your way for just 50 cents. McDonald's is offering its double cheeseburgers, which usually cost about $3, for just half a buck at select locations. But there's a catch. Customers must order on the food chain's app and pick the order up. It's part of a holiday promotion that includes the chance to win free food for life for you and 3 friends. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Dan Lieberman.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 152 points. The NASDAQ up 94. The S&P 500 gaining 22. Price hikes at Disney World take effect today. There are now park-specific pricing for one-day, one-park tickets. Pricing for park hopper tickets, which allow admission to multiple parks on the same day, will vary by date based on demand. In addition, Disney World is increasing the price of most annual passes. This is the second price hike this year. Disney already raised prices back in February. Next at noon, we'll have today's egg prices, and Julian tells us how much snow to expect for tonight's weather alert day. And later, are you feeling sick or have any questions about your health? Dr. Zorba Passer joins us on Live at 4 to answer your calls. That's today at 4.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
This holiday season at the Century House. Give $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Keeping Binax Now handy makes it easy to test. And self-test kits may be reimbursable with no copay through your health plan. With Binax Now, you'll have reliable results in 15 minutes with the self-test that features the same technology doctors use and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. So you can always be prepared with Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Hi, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me May 2nd through the 12th as we tour Scotland and Northern Ireland. This trip is rich with history, exploring places like the Edinburgh Castle and the Titanic Belfast Museum. We'll also enjoy the gorgeous scenery and friendly people of these two unique countries. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
It's the final day of Mama Hood's holiday giveaway. Santa Celia's elf gets in on the surprises. And Sierra is in the spirit.
Near the ornaments.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Tomorrow's an alert day, and our team is taking action to keep you safe and informed.
Josh will be on Live Drive to check out road conditions before your morning commute.
And we'll be tracking those heavy bands of snow that could be creating traffic hazards from 4:30 to 7 tomorrow morning.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today. She'll be back on Monday, so here are your farm numbers. Well, airlines have been downsizing seats for years, which led to the FAA to set new standards. But that testing has been criticized for not taking people with disabilities into account. Chris Van Cleve has more.
In a simulated cabin that can be filled with smoke and plunged into darkness, the FAA tested the safe size of airline seats and how passengers can get out in 90 seconds or less. While the volunteer passengers in the simulated evacuations had varying seat sizes, they did not have to deal with real-life obstacles like smoke, the dark, or even luggage. And they were in groups of 60, nowhere near a full plane load. In 2019, the FAA explained,
we're going to try to minimize the variables to the ones that are important for this particular test.
Airplane seat width is already down as much as 4 inches over the last 30 years to as little as 16 inches wide. And seat pitch, the distance between rows, has shrunk from about 35 inches to 31, and in some cases as little as 28 inches, allowing airlines to add more seats. The FAA found seat size and spacing did not adversely affect the success of emergency evacuations. But because all participants were able-bodied adults under 60, then FAA Administrator Steve Dixon acknowledged the results are useful, but not necessarily definitive. Miracle on the Hudson pilot, Captain Sully Sullenberger.
On our flight, it took over 3 minutes to evacuate everyone, partly because the airplane was filling up rapidly with water from back to front, but also because it was real life and we had a full aircraft.
6 Democratic senators recently urged the FAA to reconsider its findings, saying not accurately reflecting the flying public is one of its most glaring flaws.
Do you think you could get off an airplane in 90 seconds?
Not in the normal conditions that I normally travel in.
Senator Tammy Duckworth, who lost both legs while serving in Iraq, is now proposing legislation requiring a new FAA seat size study looking at how real-life conditions, including children, seniors, and the disabled, as well as the presence of carry-on bags, impacts evacuation times.
When you're testing with not real-world conditions, then that gets me worried. Airlines are traveling now with just about every seat filled. You can't just practice evacuating an aircraft that is only 30% full, because that's not the way commercial aviation looks today.
The FAA says it is going through more than 26,000 public comments about airline seats, but it followed guidelines and its testing laid out by Congress. The airlines say safety is their top priority, and they will continue to work with the FAA. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Reagan National Airport, Virginia.
Well, down on the ground here, snow could cause some slick roads tonight and tomorrow. Julian has the latest.
That's right, Mark. That's what we're going to be watching for, is the developments later into tonight, because the rest of the afternoon is going to be rather quiet. Though it will be cloudy, we are looking for some of those clouds to break as we get into the later part of this afternoon. Temperatures are at 34 right now. We're looking to warm into the upper 30s as the cloud cover clears, but it will return by the time we get into the later parts of tonight. And on top of it, our temperatures will start to fall just below freezing as well, which is going to be prompting our alert day. We're looking for accumulating snow coming in for tonight into our Friday. Now, the thick of it is that we're looking for 1 to 4 inches of snowfall throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Some areas, however, won't see too much in terms of snow, but we could see more of that mixing with some sleet overnights, which could cause some ice accumulations, and especially some slippery roads going into our Friday morning. But this is what we're looking at as of right now. Winter weather advisory for areas just west of Lone Rock has been updated. We're now looking for it to go in effect at midnight till 3 p.m. into our Friday. For us in Dane County and areas to the north, we're going to be looking at it to go in effect from midnight, but we'll be sticking around until 6 p.m. going into our Friday. Now, what we're watching for the rest of today, temperatures are going to be rather tolerable. Not a whole lot of activity for our afternoon or even for our early night. But you can see around 1 o'clock, we're going to start to see a bit of that band of snow starting to roll its way in throughout southern Wisconsin. So around 1 o'clock, Prairie du Chien, Platteville, Bosque Bell, Lone Rock, and Mineral Point. This is where we're going to start to pay attention and start to see some snow. However, for Janesville and Monroe, we could see, instead of snow first, rain and even mixing in with some sleet early into the overnight hours until we transition into around that early morning. Once we're getting out the door, 6 o'clock, we're looking at it to be widespread, heavy bands of snowfall that are going to be sticking around throughout southern Wisconsin. But with this, it's going to be wet and it's going to be slushy for us throughout the early parts of our morning before it starts to really clear out. So in terms of breaking down the timing, we're looking at overnight, the rain and snow starting to develop, especially into the southwestern corridor of southern Wisconsin. Once we roll into our Friday morning, we're going to be looking at bands of heavy, wet snow. It's going to be slushy as well. And around noon, we're going to start to see that snow starting to spread itself a bit more east. So it's going to be clipping the back end of the southwest. Platteville's looking to be in the clear by the time we get into our lunchtime hour. But for us in Dane County and areas to the east, we're going to still look and see some of that snowfall sticking around for us until we get into the rest of our afternoon. And that's where we're looking for most of the snowfall to really stick around, is areas just west of Dane County, but even parts of Dane County could see about 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. Outside of it, though, we are looking for the 1 to 3 inch range. And if you're closer to the Illinois state line, could see more of some mixing, potentially just about 1 inch of accumulations, but also have to watch for some areas that could accumulate some ice. So our 3 things we'll need to know. Here's our weather headlines. We're looking for the snow showers to develop late, coming into our Thursday night, and then on top of it, Friday is where we're really going to hold on to the snow. And then as we go into the weekend, we're also looking for another round of some rain and potential snow showers, and then we're going to be entering another active pattern heading into next week. So make sure that you enjoy the quiet of Sunday. Temperatures will be tolerable once again. Could see some early fog. It's going to stay cloudy. But then we are going to be looking at temperatures to be in the lower 40s, yes, but rain and snow are going to be possible for us as we transition from Tuesday into our Wednesday of next week and possibly even Thursday as well. Another active pattern, Mark.
So allow extra time tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. You're going to need to really make sure you have a plan in place because it's going to get slippery.
Okay. Thank you, Julian.
Yeah.
Up next, we'll meet our pet of the week. And Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a special dish for your next dinner party.
This year, why not shake things up by serving everyone their very own perfectly sized main dish? Any ideas to what we're making? Any?
Now, First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off, and as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
He has his grandfather's smile,
her mother's eyes,
my cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease. Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
This year, why not shake things up at your next dinner party or Christmas dinner by serving everyone their very own perfectly sized main dish? It's something that my mom used to make, and to this day, I still love it. I'm talking about individual roasted Cornish hens. Not only do they look special, but they're super flavorful and so easy to make. In case you're not familiar with Cornish hens, they're basically a cousin to the chicken, only smaller and more tender. Each one's about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. To make them, all we do is stuff each one with a wedge of lemon and some fresh rosemary. Then we tuck the wings back, like this, and tie, or as it's officially called, truss, the legs together with some butcher twine. Now we place them in a roasting pan on a rack, season them with some olive oil and a bit of salt and pepper, and add garlic cloves all around it. Then we pour a mixture over them that we made by mixing together some Dijon mustard, white wine, and chicken broth. And then into the oven they go. After roasting for about an hour with lots of basting throughout, they're done. Talk about one of the juiciest holiday main dishes you've ever tasted. And since everyone gets their very own, it looks even more la-di-da. To get the recipe for our lemon rosemary roasted Cornish hens, head over to our website. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a perfectly sized way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, it's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Roseanne is an older bulldog mix who was found in Fitchburg and brought to the Dane County Humane Society. She can be shy in new environments, but once she warms up to you, she's very friendly and sweet. Roseanne is looking for a quiet home where she can take a few naps and occasionally play outside. She's also looking for a family who can meet her medical needs and spoil her with treats and snuggles. To learn more, visit giveshelter.org. Stay warm this holiday season with martinis that matter. Throughout December, for every martini ordered at the Turnkey in Madison or the Ready Set in Oregon, $1 will be donated to the Dane County Humane Society. Learn more at giveshelter.org/events. And last week's pet, Peppa the Rabbit, is still available for adoption. If you're interested in adopting Roseanne, Peppa, or checking out the other animals in the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. And here's Julian with a final look at your forecast.
Well, folks, just make sure that you're giving yourself some extra time for our Friday morning, because we are going to be expecting some slippery conditions, and the snow will stick around throughout our Friday morning and into our afternoon for many of us in southern Wisconsin. Good news is our Friday nights looks to be clearing out, but we are looking for another round of some rain and snow going into our Saturday evening and into our Saturday nights. Sunday will be the quiet day, so will Monday, but Monday night could see another storm system rolling its way in, which could be bringing in rain and potentially even some snow for next week. So we have another active pattern ahead. It's December in Wisconsin, folks. We better get ready for it.
People are looking for a white Christmas. Maybe a little early for that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You never know now.
All right, Julian. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.